जो भी हमने किया उसने हमें एक बहुत अच्छी लर्निंग दी, हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाया, मार्केट को समझाया, ब्रांड्स को समझाया, हमने कंज्यूमर को समझाया। बट आई थिंक ओवरऑल जो देखा है कि हमारा जो मार्केट में कॉन्फिडेंस है, हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस, ट्रेड का हमारे लिए कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत बढ़ गया। आज आइकॉनिक को हम कहीं भी डालें, हम डिमांड फुलफिल नहीं कर पा रहे। आई थिंक क्लासिक एग्जांपल यूपी तो चलो है ही, हरियाणा भी है, बट दिल्ली देखें, हमने सोचा था इस बार हम सिर्फ कितना 3800 केस करेंगे, बट ऑलरेडी 6000 केस 7000 केस कर चुके हैं, और अभी वो लेबल खत्म है, वो सब हो गया सीन। ठीक है, इट्स अ फैंटास्टिक ब्रांड, इट डज इट वेरी वेरी वेल। सृष्टि हरियाणा टीम ने इसको टेस्ट किया हुआ है, दिल्ली में इट इज कमिंग सून, इट इज अगेन इट्स अ फैंटास्टिक ब्रांड। तो सिमिलरली अब ऊपर जा रहे हैं, हरियाणा हैज ऑलरेडी टेस्टेड जोया, नाउ अदर मार्केट्स दे विल बी सीइंग जोया, एंड इन अदर आई थिंक it's a big step for the organization getting into the league of scotches. And scotch also जो इसका प्राइसिंग है धीरे धीरे डिस्कस करेंगे, बट ये अबव ब्लैक लेबल, तो आप सबको इसका मोटा मोटा तो प्राइसिंग का सबको आइडिया ही है। आई थिंक जर्नी पे कंपनी बहुत अच्छे लीप्स एंड बाउंड्स जंप कर रही है और काफी कन्विक्शन के साथ चल रही है, क्योंकि जैसे जैसे हमारा ट्रेड पे बढ़ रहा है, कंट्रोल बढ़ रहा है, आप लोगों का कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ रहा है, कहते हैं ना कि एक युद्ध के मैदान को कैसे कैप्चर करना है, उस तरफ हम सब चल पड़े। और आई थिंक आप सबका एक फाइनली रोल जो होता है वो सब सेनापति सही है, पीआईओ स्कॉचेस ब्लेंड्स देखे हैं, बहुत कुछ देखा आपने इस प्राइस रेंज में। किसी कोई कुछ कहना चाहता हो कि उसको क्या लगा, जो दिल से आया हो कि यार मुझे ये लगा, कुछ भी फील आया, कुछ शेयर करना चाहता हो।
Packing really would like to mention that it's a new way into a contemporary kind of a packing, and it will stand out for sure. Really confident on that.
और कोई प्लीज ना।
जब आर्ट हाउस के बारे में हम बात करते हैं या जितना भी अभी तक हमने देखा, whenever we discuss about or we talk about Scotch, blended malt, तो एक चीज़ दिमाग में आती है, which is something, कुछ लीनिएज होगा उसके पीछे, कुछ हेरिटेज स्टोरी होगा। लेकिन जैसे जैसे ज़माना बदल रहा है, इसके साथ मुझे जो समझ में आता है कि ये नए ज़माने का प्रोडक्ट है, जो पिछले कुछ 4-5 साल से इंडियन कंपनीज जो हैं इंडियन मॉल्ट की बात कर रही हैं, इसके पीछे कुछ ऐसा हेरिटेज नहीं होता कि पिछले 300 साल से ये विस्की चल रही है या 300 साल से ये मॉल्ट बन रहा है, ये कंपनी 200 साल से बेच रही है। इट्स अ कम्प्लीटली न्यू फिनोमेना, एंड आई थिंक यंग जनरेशन को जैसे एक हवा का नया झोंका पसंद होता है, तो आई थिंक ये भी उसी तरह से मैं इसको ट्रीट करूँ।
कहीं ना कहीं समराइज करता है कि नए ज़माने का आप अभी तक देखते आए हैं कि 12 साल की बॉटल है, खंबा है, ब्लेन है, ठीक है, कोई स्पेस साइड है, कुछ अलग अलग एक कॉमनैलिटी दिखती है, एक चीज़ उसमें एक सब में एक कॉमन है। अभी और कोई कुछ कहना चाहता हूँ?
कि हम लोग वो एज क्लेमिंग करते हैं और वो मॉल की क्लेमिंग करते हैं, इसमें सब क्या है कि आर्ट रिलेटेड जो हम लोग आर्ट नहीं करते हैं, आर्ट वो थोड़ा सा मैं बिल्कुल देखा था, ये हमारी आर्ट कलाकृति को प्रेजेंट करके इसको प्रेजेंट किया गया है। इसको हमारे वो आर्ट को जो प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं सर, यस सर।
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आर्ट हाउस एक नेम ही बड़ा डिफरेंट है। ऐसे लगता है कि कुछ प्रीमियम एक बॉक्स में या एक बॉटल के अंदर कुछ प्रीमियमनेस छुपी हुई है इसमें। मैंने इसकी मर्चेंडाइजिंग जो है पिक्स वगैरह भी देखी हैं, बहुत ही प्रीमियमनेस नज़र आती है बॉटल में भी। इवन आप देखें कितना ब्यूटीफुल आर्ट हाउस कैसे लिखा हुआ है, वो लग रहा है कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रीमियम और बहुत ही अच्छा।
मैं चलती हूँ तो अभी जो चल रहा है इंडियन सिंगल मॉल्ट, इंडियन ये सब चल रहा है, तो मैं अपनी सोच के हिसाब से बता रहा हूँ। आई थिंक आने वाले टाइम पे आर्ट हाउस दोनों ब्रांड आगे छोड़ दें, सबसे ऊपर जाएंगे।
तो मैं चूँकि 14 साल से इस ट्रेड में हूँ तो अंडरस्टैंडिंग ठीक ठाक है। तो एक हर कंपनी के लिए चैलेंज था व्हाट नेक्स्ट, क्योंकि हम स्कॉच को क्लेम करते थे, हम एज को क्लेम करते थे और हम उस फ्लैगशिप ब्रांड्स को क्लेम करते थे जो उन्होंने ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ अटर्निटी से बनाए थे उन ब्रांड्स। तो एक हर कंपनी के लिए चैलेंज था कि अब हम क्या ऐसा करें कि स्टैंड अलोन, मतलब ये ना हो कि एज क्लेम हो रही हो, ये ना क्लेम हो कि स्कॉटलैंड से स्कॉच लेकर आ रहे हैं। तो ये एक इनिशिएटिव, और यहाँ इनिशिएटिव में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है बोतल की पैकेजिंग से लेकर नाम तक। तो आपने वहाँ पर क्लासिफाई करने की कोशिश करी है, ये आर्ट है। आर्ट यानी कि एक ऐसी चीज़ जो कि मेरे तक बहुत स्पेसिफाइड है, मैंने उसमें समय लगाया है, उसमें समय लगाकर बनाया है और एक मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि ये सबको पसंद आएगी, क्योंकि आई हैव गिवन माई होल हार्ट टू दैट एस्पेक्ट। तो कुछ इस तरीके का ब्रांड है। हम यहाँ पर ये बात नहीं करेंगे कि 12 साल 14 साल 15 साल, यानी कि हम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, इन टोटलिटी प्रोडक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, एक मैग्निफिकेंट प्रोडक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर। दिस इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज आर्ट हाउस।
Thank you, beautiful, very good.
वो नहीं हुई। शेफ कैन बी आर्टिस्ट, कोई डिज़ाइनर वो भी आर्टिस्ट है। सो इसके साथ हम कितना ज़्यादा प्रमोशन या फिर कोलैब कर सकते हैं, दैट्स अ वेरी बिग थिंग। नॉर्मली आपका अगर कोई भी ब्रांड है, ही ओल्ड ब्रांड है, उनका सब एक फिक्स स्ट्रक्चर है, तो यही तो इसी चीज़ में काम करना है, राइट। हमारे लिए एज अ पार्ट ऑफ ट्रेड मार्केटिंग दिस ब्रांड इज ओपन फॉर मल्टीपल कोलैब्स, राइट। आपके किसी भी मतलब यू मीट एनीवन, आप डिस्कस करते हैं, बेस्ट पार्ट क्या है इस ब्रांड को लेकर, हम कुछ भी करना चाहिए इन प्रमोशंस, चाहे वो शेफ के साथ या किसी आर्टिस्ट के साथ या कुछ भी, तो वी आर वेरी ओपन टू दिस ब्रांड।
I think sir has said very rightly, because this brand is, I mean, it will target youth plus Gen X also, because single malt is something which goes with 50 plus or 45 years of age. But this is the brand because it's very colorful and we can target youths also.
Absolutely right. I think doing again वो phrase जो summarize आपके नीचे
everyone is I think this is not required. Art house, you are asking about what is collaborative with or something. It is basically, you see, there are something different things. If you have gone through movies की तरफ अगर आप जाते हो तो different movies होती है जो Oscars के लिए जाती है. So this is a brand which will go for the Oscars.
I think that was the best way to summarize. इसीलिए समझ नहीं होती. Okay, so not taking much time, so I will now welcome Vikram sir, Sapna, take us through the brand.
ऊंची आवाज से प्लीज। We don't often meet at Taj City Center, so welcome everyone. Teams from Chandigarh, Delhi, UP, Haryana. We have come a long way, and time will tell how important is today. I have with me two colleagues. Ramesh will come and speak also later in his own passionate way. बहुत passionate आदमी है. He's an artist. Sapna Jiswani, she's worked really hard on Arthaus with me. She's the brand manager on Arthaus. And today's evening is in two parts. First Arthaus and all the thing about Arthaus. But other than the Haryana team who I used to Zoya, we will also brief the other teams on Zoya. So Shayantani looks after Zoya. It's been her creation, Shayantani Ghosh, and she will take that section. I think we will present it together, Sapna and I.
Great. Hello everyone. So I think we're going to start with a little about the industry. I'm pretty sure you guys already know a lot about it, probably more than me. We're just going to touch base on things which are important for our house.
ये boring सा slide होता है normally. One pie chart, a few tables, एक्सेल में कुछ भी हो सकता है, गोल सीख मारो कुछ भी। 25% ऑफ द सेगमेंट डीलक्स, जहाँ आइकॉनिक या वो सीख है 26% ऑफ द सेगमेंट। सेमी प्रीमियम where B7 is 14% of the segment. Premium B10, it's a known sort of a thing. Then cheap, we are not present. But 26% essentially South India में बहुत है. Super premium is only 2%. So आजकल ताम झाम, enthusiasm, launch, ये सब है, it is only for 2% of it. बस 2%. But why is that 2% important? I will come back to you on that as well. Remember that 2%. ठीक है, spirits industry last year 23-24 में 412 million pieces, 412 million pieces. इसके ऊपर country liquor, beer आप मिलाओगे तो it almost goes to 950 million cases. Okay, but spirits is really big. It's 412 million cases. It has grown quite a bit in the past 2 years, 3 years post-COVID. But इस साल first 7 months में growth नहीं. Over 412 divided by 12 into 9 months जो होगा, it's flat. There's no growth, no decline. Premium segments are growing, cheap and mass premiums decline. Overall, that is it. We all know whiskey 65%, brandy is 21%. In your region, whiskey is almost 84%. Punjab में 90% है. Seasonal market रहा rum बिकती है like Delhi, bit of Haryana, Rajasthan. Rum has a big, but brandy is essentially South India. But unlike हम जो सोचते हैं पटियाला पैग and सरदार जी drink a lot, actually South India drinks more. ठीक है? So actually Tamil Nadu as a state drinks, segment छोड़ दो, Tamil Nadu as a state drinks more. Tamil Nadu क्या कर्नाटक दोनों drinks more in 1 year than the whole of North India put together. Consumption इतनी की 60 million की है दोनों से, 62 million each. Okay, so I'm talking about drinking patterns. But super premium segments with the salience of 2% is growing at 10%. And in super premium, unlike there, whiskey 65%, brandy 21%, in super premium, whiskey is 83%. White spirit between vodka and gin is 18%. Just keep this in mind, because we are going to talk about whiskey today. We are going to talk about gin today. But you also have seen that ABD has tied up to launch and distribute Russian standard in this market. So आपका पूरा coverage of 100% of premium, super premium brands is going to be with you by 7th or 10th of January. In Russian standard, we'll have original, which is around absolute, gold, which is around Ketel One, and platinum, which is about grades. So as a portfolio, while OC Blue is very important, you are going into a completely wider, different portfolio, which is important. That 2% is very important. Not only for image, we open a completely new set of universe. हम जहाँ पहले जाते नहीं थे, वो उधर जाना शुरू करेंगे, which is very important. And converting this 2% is very important for the next year. Sapna, please. Now we've broken this down and don't have to go into all the things, but within whiskey, super premium is 3.5. Within whiskey now, 2% was whiskey. Super premium, 3.5% is Scotch BIO, other BIO, मतलब Irish वगैरह, Irish, Bourbon, Kentucky, Tennessee, other BIO, Scotch BII, and फिर Indian malts. You see the size, and then you see volume salience 3.5% का है, लेकिन value salience, when you talk about value, कहाँ पैसा बनता है? Per case, 25%. Now you compare that 25% with the premium segment. हमारा B10 हो, competition का blended spread हो, जो भी हो. Value is 19, super premium and deluxe is 21, 20.7 and 21.3, mass premium. So you are seeing what is the value which comes from this segment, 2%. or 3.5%. ले लो 2% of the total spirits industry, या 3.5% of the spirits industry, या whiskey industry. That is converting to 25.2%. But when you say value, value is revenue, but इसमें खर्चा भी है. ठीक है, तो आप साल में शायद 10,000 पेटी you can sell of some brand of 20,000 pieces. पर पीस आपका 5-8,000 हो सकता है, but खर्चा भी उतना ही. मार्केट में जाके डूबिंग and this. So it is a good game to play, but we have to get the basics right. ABD, we are coming in with some excellent brands, but we need to position के अपना हक क्या है? What is our right to win? We are up against major global corporations. What is our right to win? Arthaus is one which we talk about what is our right to win from the next level. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've established that this is the super premium segment that we are playing in, we further drill down into the pricing segment. So अब अगर हम देखें तो 1,000 से 2,000 range is somewhere where everyone kind of play here. So it's clearly, if you see the growth, it is on a degrowth right now. The CAGR is 11%, salience is 71%. So salience देखे, I'm pretty sure the first instinct is like, we should play here. But the brands, the number of brands that are present in this segment, it's a clutter. But if you see the second slab, which is between 2,000 to 4,000 as a price range, the salience is 28%, the growth CAGR is 20%, and year-on-year growth is 8%. Clearly, this sounds like a better fit. If you see our other competitors, when I'm saying competitors, I'm looking at the product competitors. So other blended malt scotch whiskies in the industry are also around the same price range. Monkey Shoulder is priced at 3,000 and Copper Dog is at 2,300 and so on.
So market by market it will always obviously change क्योंकि आपका MRP market है. Everything's not an MRP market. ठीक है, so it will change. So take this as just a direction. What I wanted to say is, like she pointed out, वो 1,000 से 2,000 रुपए का जो brands है, there are at least 20 brands, out of which 10 तो आप you can just say it on your fingertips. And it is flat, -2% next year शायद +4%. But that is उसमें मजा आ रहा है that people are changing from DII to DIOs. Last year they did. Suddenly this year you are seeing that DIO market में ज़्यादा आ गया, so now that sale has slowed down quite a bit because people couldn't small size. The center one, 2,000 to 4,000, growth 8% है, CAGR 20% की है, salience 28%. 4,000, 6,000, 6,800 may be growing very fast, 35, 31%. Sorry, CAGR, and growth is also high, but they're only 1% each. So that is too small for ABD to go and create a market. That is not our job as of today. That job is for other people to do. Market कैसे create करें, हम पहुंच जाएंगे. But let other people create them. We want to be at that hub. And we will also have brands, 1,000, 2,000, that we are also working on other than Scotch products. All that we'll see coming in the near future. तो आपका जो direct competition है market में, it's Monkey Shoulder. Okay. So if I had to say that, is there a brand जिसके against आपको pitch करना है for on-trade pricing, for off-trade pricing, for doing deals, for doing everything? William Grant and Monkey Shoulder. Okay, that's very important.
So like we just mentioned, it is a blended malt Scotch whiskey. तो हम ये नहीं कह रहे, of course it's a Scotch, but it is a blended malt Scotch. What is it exactly? हमने बहुत सारे single malt लिए हैं और उन single malt को blend किया. अब जब when I'm saying single malt, it is just barley and water. So barley is the component that is used. When we are saying it's a Scotch, the Scotch blended Scotch. A blended Scotch can be किसी cereal से and barley. So it could be a mixture of two different grains. Single malt is of one grain, which is just barley. So what we have done is we have blended multiple single malts together. That is a blended malt Scotch whiskey, and this is the segment that we are playing in. And it is very important when you're discussing this in the market because this is a unique offering. Very few brands are doing it. This is why we are continuously saying that Monkey Shoulder is our direct competitor because it's a blended malt Scotch whiskey.
So just to add to what Sapna is saying, आप market में देखते हो single malt on one side, aspirational, people want to buy single malt, age single malt के हट के कुछ हो तो single malt is very aspirational, महंगा भी होता है इसलिए aspirational. दूसरा साइड में आपका Johnny Black है, Shivers है, there are other brands which are blended Scotch. That is there, it's not from one distillery, blended Scotch. What is a blended malt Scotch? And that is the most important thing for you to understand today. I'm sure Ramesh will take you through it further. A blended malt is a blend of a few single malts. इसमें 5 के 6 single malt is blended together to make a blended malt. So blended malt का intrinsic जो product है, that is a single malt only. अब किसी brand में competitor एक brand में 3 single malt blended together. अपने में उससे काफी ज़्यादा है. ये blenders बोलते नहीं हैं. They have put a number to it which I'm not being exact about, but ours is much more complex. A product which is different and better. Because देखो packaging से तो a person will come and drink you once, twice. After that palate maybe जमना चाहिए. You should enjoy that whiskey. And that is something which we are trying from say a deluxe product like Iconic, to Chalpara, and to something which is a super premium brand. So in Maharashtra and Bombay, this MRP is 4,800 rupees for a quart. So at par with Monkey Shoulder.
This is a blended malt Scotch whiskey. Who is our consumer? Where is our consumer basically? Now our consumer is someone who can afford a flight, who might be in the range of 35 to 55. Now I know when I say this age, it sounds बहुत बड़ा range है, but 35 to 40, 45, people are still experimenting. People are trying something new. People want to, they still have that aspirational value of doing something newer, experimenting something newer. So that's the range that we are talking about. And of course, then there are whiskey connoisseurs, someone who knows their drink really well, who knows what single malt really is. For them, they are our customers basically, they are our consumers. Any luxury, fine dines, any maybe abroad traveling, people like those who like luxury, people who really enjoy newer experience even if it's expensive. That's our consumer.
Just 1 minute to add to that. While whiskey is typically male, हमने भी male ही लिखे हैं. But the whole thing of a lot of women are starting to drink whiskey. In a certain level of society, you see women having single malts, holding their own against men in the same group. Also what malts or whiskies offer is that you don't have to keep looking for what should I mix it with. So while it's an acquired taste, but it is known that it's not that men don't have it, but women have a very fine sensory instinct because a lot of them are into cooking, a lot of them do a lot of small things, important things which are, they have a far better nuance of smell, taste, which comes to them. A lot of women are also coming on to malts and whiskies. So while we are talking male, it is not that it is outside of women also. And if you see the structure of Arthaus, Arthaus is not heavily male. It's not a muscular sort of a brand. It is a brand which is in the space of art. It is unisex in that way, talking about what the product is.
So this slide I have put it just so that we can establish which are the other brands that our consumers would be looking at. So when I was discussing about someone around 35 year of age would be maybe on Airbnb, would be using Apple TV. Napa Dory, very, very latest niche kind of products, versus someone who is a 45 or 50-year-old who would be, going in golf clubs, using a BMW, is well established, you know, and like sipping after a nice corporate dinner, or sipping whiskey by his friends after office, stuff like that. So this is idea. So other interests, because this is an art kind of a brand. Clearly, this is for some. This is also for people who are very art enthusiasts, right? Who like offbeat things, like maybe they must be listening to podcasts, attending a lot of art festivals, theaters, very curious mindset of people. So we can look at these venues where they will be already present. See, this is a brand which really, of course, आज के दिन में अगर आप कोई भी brand देखो, आपको वहाँ जाना पड़ता है जहाँ पे consumer already है. यहाँ मेरा consumer होगा. कोई भी golf club में अगर आप देखोगे मेरा consumer already है. उसे सिर्फ हमारा blend try कराना है, and we are very confident about the blend. So these are the places where we'll have to find them. Magazines में अगर आप देखो, Elle Decor, AD, ये unisex magazines हैं. But इनके साथ placements या इनके साथ इनके कोई events, यहाँ पे हमारा audience है. So this was about the consumer. This was about the industry, where we are playing, why we are playing, who is the consumer. Now, what is the whole Arthaus about? The name, where did it start from? So, if you break the word Arthaus, it is art, and the house comes from Bauhaus movement. Okay. Now, what is Bauhaus movement? अगर आप Google करोगे तो ये आपको बहुत टेक्निकल आर्ट सेंट्रिक जवाब देगा कि एक डिज़ाइन स्कूल है जर्मनी में, it decided to break the whole, it decided that, fine arts and applied arts should come under arts and nothing else. But इसका simpler version ये है कि पहले सिर्फ paintings को सिर्फ rich लोग के लिए माना जाता था. It was all about that, it's an art gallery. Rich people go in there, rich people can enjoy the art, have those art pieces at the place. But Bauhaus movement is a breakthrough because they said, art can look nice in other things as well. So if you're looking at architecture, if you're looking at photography, that is also a form of art. So they try to establish art into functionality. And the rightest example for this is IKEA. They are very beautiful looking stuff that they have. And it is functional, affordable, aspirational, but pretty easy to use. So that was the Bauhaus movement. Why are we really inspired by that movement is, we just established that this is a blended malt scotch whisky. अगर आज हम आपको 10 सिंगल मॉल्ट दे दें और हम आपसे कह दें कि यार आप ब्लेंड कर दो उसे और एक ऐसी ड्रिंक बनाओ जो शायद पूरी दुनिया को पसंद आए, ये आसान नहीं होगा. ये एक आर्टिस्ट ही कर सकता है. ब्लेंडिंग एक आर्ट है और जैसे बहुत से एस्टैब्लिश किया था कि बाकी फॉर्म ऑफ आर्ट भी आर्ट है. That is what we are trying to establish, that blending is an art form. And we have the artists, there are artists who can do this job. So that's...
Just add to that, Bauhaus used to be a German art form, 1920 से 1940 तक था. But what it did was, Haus means house. It's German for H-O-U-S, house. So it's an art house, or a place where you can live art or aggregate art. So वहाँ से हमने house लिया, and art house, Bauhaus, like she said, went into geometric art, went into linear art, IKEA जैसे. But उससे आगे भी हम we were thinking and said that there are new forms of art. One is उधर देखो, that's called drip art, painting style differently. इधर देखो आप, it's called knife art. It's very colorful. ये Bauhaus है बीच में जो है, this one, these two are Bauhaus. This is a Picasso type art which is with a modern rendition, which is illusion. उधर से भी होता है, सीधा भी होता है. So that sort of a thing. So, but the whole idea comes from the world of art. It flows from the thought that blending is an art to how important is art in our lives. Not only in terms of painting, but in design, in photography, in the jackets you may be wearing, in the fittings you are talking about, in the karigari you're looking for, maybe matching the patka with what you're wearing. There are different senses of art. Some people feel it, think it, but all of us are in some way in that world. So Arthaus takes from that. big art, this art, but Arthaus is features in the world of Scotch. Contemporary, young, colorful, unisex, and a complex but easy drinking whiskey. After some time, you will obviously have a taste.
So what you see right here is also our brand identity. You will be seeing all of these 6 pieces of art in most of our collaterals and everywhere around you. So like I said, it is a product that is designed to perfection. When we are saying it's a blended malt, the malts come from Highlands and Speyside, and it is blended by Mr. Arun Parekh, our master blender.
So just go back a minute. So Arthaus Collective is the name. Just go back a minute. Collective of fine single malts, which I've spoken about. Arthaus के नीचे Arthaus Collective is part of the brand name. It is from Highland and Speyside. जो भी single malt है इसमें, these are from Highland and Speyside of Scotland. And the brand has been curated with people from Scotland by Arun and Ramesh. It has gone through several tests. It has gone through market research. It has gone through what we call expert panel research. Yeah, you just don't go to consumers, but you go to experts for delivery, and that's been done in both Gurgaon, Bombay, and a few other centers. So Gurgaon, matlab Delhi, Gurgaon, we've done also. So very much a part of the full process.
This is all about the brand name, where the brand comes from. And now I will take you to a very short clip on how we vision Arthaus.
When the finest single malts from Highlands and Speyside come together to form the perfect blended malt, art comes to life. And as the master blends, every drop paints a new world. This is art bottled. This is Arthaus. Speyside come together to form the perfect blended malt. Art comes to life.
When the finest single malts from Highlands and Speyside come together to form the perfect blended malt, art comes to life. And as the master blends, every drop paints a new world. This is art bottled. This is Arthaus.
You might think, some of you may be liking it, some of you may say that mera iske saath relatability kam hai. But overall, that is where the brand name is.
I think now we'll unveil the bottles.
Yeah, Alex, Amit, Sandeep, Dinesh. You just have to take off the cloth. Take off the cloth.
Done. So what we wanted to show is the overall structure is very clean, very minimal, pura white film. But you see the colors, you see the bottle, and the whole idea. आप जो देखते थे, इधर 5 facing है, छठा भी होना चाहिए. That is नीचे. Okay. So when you put them up on shelf, you'll have 6 facings. So people will naturally be curious in the Scotch section. के ये है क्या? They will walk up. That curiosity will always be there. So try to get the facings. Every shipper carton will have 2 6-box cases. Okay. So every shipper carton will have 12 boxes of 6 each.
exploring the art of blending. I'm not going to take too much time on this. Ramesh Kodanga will talk about it, but mota mota jo bolne ka hai, next 2 slides is there. Speyside, if you see here is Speyside, that is the part of Scotland. For a very different brand, we have given a promise of taking some of you to Scotland. आप शायद Speyside पहुंच ही जाओगे कोई, some of you. So for a very different brand, but it serves our purpose. And we'll tell you, and we'll talk about Highlands and Speyside. But just to show you, Highlands is that part, the top part of that, and Speyside is here. A lot of the major brands come from this area. Speyside जो है 10 on Highlands, and उसके ऊपर है Orkney Island, which is Scapa and outcome. It doesn't have Islay malt. Islay malt is typically very peaty malt. It will be Lafroig or those sort of brands. But this is a Highland and Speyside blended malt Scotch. Aroma is woody and spicy. Ramesh will take you through. Palate is full-bodied, complex, very deep notes. Vanillin and citrusy, sweet honey. Finish is really nice. It's a fine finish. I spoke to you about expert panel ke saath hum baat kiya. So one thing which the expert panel came back with is improve the finish, long lasting, and that is something we really worked at with our counterparts in Scotland, and that is something we've corrected, and now it's the way we want it to. We know neat or with a drop of water or on the rocks with large ice cubes. आप बहुत लोग सोडे के साथ पीते हो. Please drink the way you want to, but normally people say that soda should be mixed with Scotch, but each to his own. आदत है जिसकी, as long as the sales go and go well, it is fine. Okay.
But let's try to get the taste, the palate being explored more, and because the moment that you put it into a cocktail, it's just another monkey shoulder then. So let's not take that communication route. We are trying to promote it as much as possible, neat with on the rocks or with water.
So उसका एक background है. What she's saying is, monkey shoulder is also a blended malt Scotch, but their major position in the market or in their internet digital activity is cocktails. We do not want to go the cocktail route. Okay. We will have typically 1 or 2 whiskey cocktails, जो होता है, a highball or a whiskey sour or something. But we are not going to suggest that you drink whiskey with orange juice. We are not going to do that. That is a clear differentiation. Our strategy is to go young, contemporary fun with the art and the whole thought behind the brand, but not a cocktail strategy. Okay. We will have 1 or 2 cocktails, but we will talk about the blend and spend a lot of time in promoting the blend. Liquid on lips.
I'll just read it out for you. The viscosity was evident as in a good Highland single malt. Whiskey is quite assertive and in branded position and premium will have good acceptance. Slightly chewy, which reflects a good mouthfeel and a good full palate. These are some key visuals that we have, like if you saw in the video, the communication is art bottled.
The other thing which we are driving home, and we've discussed this with the Scotch Whisky Association, which came back first and said, "Aap kyun ye likhe?" A collective blend of specially curated single malt whiskey. We said, but blended malt to yehi hai, aur kya hai? Okay, so if you go to Wikipedia also it says the same thing. Now if nobody has really come out and said that blended malt Scotch ye hota hai, that's not our problem. So we are really going to take that thought forward in trying to establish apna differentiation here. We are a blend of different single malts to keep it simple. Okay, so that is something which you need to communicate. Monkey shoulder ka baat, don't have to talk about it. That is only as part of our discussion, that if you have to see that लोग पूछेंगे ये जॉनी वॉकर टाइप है क्या, शिवर्स टाइप है क्या, ग्लेनफिडिक टाइप है क्या है, then बात में आप बोल सकते हो कि ब्लेंडेड मॉल्ट स्कॉच है. It's a collective of It's a collection of different single malts. And आप comparison चाहते हो तो monkey shoulder कर सकते हो. Something.
Now this is about आप लोग ने अभी हम पैकेजिंग देखी. ये जो बॉटल का डिज़ाइन है, बॉटल का लेबल है, उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा थॉट प्रोसेस किया हुआ है. So this is a quick detailing of how the bottle looks like and what the label is about. So if you see, we have an abstract label design. ये जो 4 आप डिज़ाइन देखते हो, ये हमारे वो 6 मोनोकार्टन डिज़ाइंस का ही क्रॉप है. We have picked up 4 from them and these are the crops from the label. So label एक ही है, monocarton faces 6 हैं. If you see the font as well, it's written, someone already mentioned that it shows that the premiumness, it shows the artistic value of it. It clearly says it's a collective blend of specially curated single malt whiskies. Bikram just mentioned about that. And it's signed by our master blender, which adds the authentication and the premiumness to the label.
One more thing, and I want to talk about the problems and the solutions. We have gone for one label with 4 artworks. Iska 4 crop karke, we have used one label. Why not different labels? Because of our system of label registration. Up karni. So the label looks as an aggregate of 4 of the artworks we have. The second thing is, because the monocartons look different, people may say, ये whiskey अलग है. This to this to this. Whiskey is the same. Okay, monocarton design is just different to make it work. So keep that in mind. Somebody or the other will ask you, is a Godawan 1 है, 2 है, ये है, वो है. फर्क है क्या whiskey? क्योंकि इसमें दूसरा डिजाइन है, उसमें दूसरा डिजाइन है. The whiskey is one. Once you open from the monocarton, everything else is the same. Liquid, the jute pouch, everything else is the same.
डिस्कशन तो होगा, वन विल डिस्कस, पूछेगा जरूर, क्यूरियोसिटी आएगी, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस. तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग यही है कि शायद अभी डिस्कशन को इनिशिएट करना है.
There will be an engagement, आप जो बोल रहे हैं, but if people ask you, आप different monocarton में fit क्यों डाल? You say that is to show the world of art and to get curiosity. Shelf में भी अच्छे लगे. And we've also taken advantage of a situation, and it has come from a very basic thought. Assam छोड़ के किसी भी market में monocarton registration नहीं है. Don't tell excise this. They'll put that also in the clause. Okay. So the point is, if we can do limited edition of last pack, this pack, that pack, and it can continue with current pack, monocarton can be different. So that is the idea, that is the trigger. कि हम monocarton different करके can we do different things. So that is the basic, simple common sense idea. Tarun, if you can speak louder.
सर, बोतल का वेट ज़्यादा है क्या?
Bottle का weight थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, because if I show you the bottle का पूरा base जो है, it's a solid piece of glass. ठीक है, so it's a very heavy bottle. Okay. So it is you see. हाँ. Matte finish है, but some of them matte and gloss है. If you pick up the label and see very closely, चारों का चारों matte नहीं है. Some of them have a texture, some of them have matte and gloss. Like the one which has the drops coming down, जो drip art बोलते हैं. Just the drops have the gloss. Now that you asked the questions, I should have told you earlier that we work with a lot of international people on this. आपका जो cork and capsule है, this has come from Portugal, and it has really created havoc in our supply chain. क्योंकि out here marketing has done all the sourcing for these things, because कहीं पे for Maharashtra, कहीं पे ये, कहीं पे for Punjab, not for say the year moving on back 20. Okay. Capsule and cork has come from Portugal. The label is from Italy. We have not compromised at any part in any way with the product and करेंगे भी.
It is a great bottle. It has a sturdy base. The capsule that Vikram was just talking about, I mean, the team here also knows from the unit that it is a challenge to get something from Portugal and get it right. We literally had delayed our launch just because it was not right. So we have genuinely put in efforts to just make sure that the quality is what we're giving out is actually of a premium brand. Further, we've already spoken about the jute as well. Jute is nowadays it's a global trend, right? Everyone is trying to use jute. So we have as well. It has hand embroidered logo. So that adds to the whole premium vibe the moment someone opens the bottle. Like Vikram already discussed, we have 6 faces of the mono carton. Here are the 6 faces. This is the front and back. So when it's on the shelf, we urge you guys to please make sure that all the faces are differently placed, because that is what will attract audience to really pick it up. And it adds to a great gifting value, right? Once it's on the shelf, it just feels like, you just take 2 bottles and try to gift it to someone. Very pleasant once they open it, the jute pouch and everything. It makes that person feel that you've gifted something very niche and something very premium. So that's how the whole packaging looks like. Where Haryana price 3,000 is what we have, and on trade it will be same as or similar to monkey shoulder. Here's a quick unboxing video of Arthaus. Video please.
When we were doing the perfect serve, we got ice embossed with AH also that logo. You may not have noticed it video में, but those आज का the trend is पहले we used to put in a lot of ice, ठीक है? आज का trend is one big golu ice या one big cube. So we chose one cube, and you can embed your logo when you're just freezing the water. So we did that Arthaus thing. So those are small things. But those are nice things to do. That shows that the brand itself, हम जो DNA बोलते हैं brand, the brand has a creative DNA. And when we look at sponsorships in market, it can be from, right now we are in the creative art space. We want to do India Design Week, we want to do India Art Fair, we want to do Kalagbada Festival, we want to do Jaipur Literature Festival. But that is the positioning of the brand. But at the same time, we can do mixology as an art, food pairing as an art, Sufi music as an art, and a lot of other things. So it can blend in several places. अब कैसे उसको intelligently करें? That is of course how we want to do.
Activities that are planned. I'll just quickly take you through them. So ATL, clearly we're trying to have more brand awareness, and with BTL we'll be trying to have more trials, because this is a brand which will sell most once it hits the palate, right? It is a great blend, and word of mouth, social settings, all of that. So with BTL we'll be trying most of our efforts to trials. With respect to ATL, we have our digital campaigns. We'll be doing Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. We have our PR campaign running. We will try and have product listicles in multiple magazines and stuff like that, so that the right audience is reading our news or checking out that there is this brand called Arthaus. We have a site, microsite. We have Arthaus website. I'll just give you the link to it. Influencer-led content, like I said, it will be more about word of mouth. It will be more about, I've tried this, it is a great blend, why don't you try it? So we'll be doing a lot of influencer campaign, but this influencer campaign will be less of actors and more of people of high net worth. So it will be people, probably, you know, some CXOs level kind of audience. Someone who knows their taste, someone who are well established. Here are some visual assets. Basically, these are some photo shoot pictures that we have done very recently. So like Vikram was saying, we have made sure that the art is also there in the frame. So the art that you look in the background is one of our monocarton artworks. In fact, if you see the showpiece in the back, that also you'll find it somewhere around. So we've kind of made sure that, you know, we get into that detailing. Here's another one. I'll just scroll through. Again, art is in the backdrop. And like we said, here's another one. We've also tried to make sure that, you know, the luxury element is still there. So the whole vibe is also of a luxury setup. This is how our website looks. So this is how the website looks like. Here's the QR code to the website. If anyone wants to scan, I'll just give you a second. Also has a QR code to the website. So just in case any consumer really wants to see what the product is about, they can just scan the QR code and go to the website.
Next part is the docs or images.
So the other thing I wanted to say is, you know, going forward, a monocarton visual will keep changing. It is not going to be restricted to this 5/6. We will take out this 5/6, we'll put in another 3/4. We can do a limited edition with a major international artist or a major Indian artist. Kharcha hoga, lekin that will be PR value. At the same time, we can go and we can do crowdsourcing. People from all over the world can give. And a jury will see which are the ones, which are the winners, and use them on the board. So there are very, very different ways of doing this, which will just open the whole thing, you know, open the whole world of art. And it can be photography also, it can be multimedia also, it can be so many things which are all in this space.
Focus shots. And I mean, we've been hearing that, you know, digital pe kuch nahi hota, but nahi, definitely hoga. And if you see that there are no likes or comments, so we definitely run ads, but this is on the dark side of it. So you can't see the likes and comments on that post, but we definitely are doing digital campaigns. So I'm pretty sure that now the team, especially Amit is going to call me, I'm like, sapna kuch nahi ho raha hai digital media pe, but definitely we'll be doing something. So we will also be doing a lot of art collaborations. Influencer campaigns I've already mentioned, and experiential events. Like I said, we'll be doing a lot of trials. So that is something that we will focus on our social media as well. These are our links to our pages. Please, right now, please scan everyone and please follow us. I mean, in the last launch I made, everyone follow it in front of me. Here I would just request. Thank you. Okay, going forward. This is just the advertising slide. Okay, so this is how the brand detailer looks like. Amit has already gotten them done, so we will have the prints with you. So it has a proper write-up about the whole art house. The same write-up is also there on our monocartons. The SIS unit is something that you can see right here. So this is one of our designs, and this is there is another one as well. This is how the other one looks like. We can choose which store will have which one. This is a signage that you see right here below the SIS unit is a signage that we have created. Again, the look and feel is very much like a frame. The texture is again a canvas texture. That is a launch gift for the trade, so it is basically a frame. It doesn't say blended malt scotch. It is something that they can put it in their wherever comfortable environment. So it is a proper frame which is in a gift. Yeah. So we have one here as well. So if anyone wants to have a look at it, see it right here. So these are our in-store units. With BTL, we'll be doing a lot of trials, out of which especially doing HNI whiskey tasting sessions. We will have some or the other, whiskey expert to come and talk, or have some kind of tastings with the right audience, even PR and media especially?
So a lot of you would have experienced, some major competition brand calling in 60 to 100 guests, doing a 5-course meal with later this thing, with possibly the general manager of the hotel and a celebrity guest, and the company calling in a full set of people. So we will also do that, those appreciation sessions and food pairing, which will help us not only connect to guests, but at the same time create digital content and obviously talk to the right audience. So and also we'll be talking to trade partners. We will do what is necessary with the bartender. So that's really fun.
So that's about it. This is Art Bottle. This is Arthaus. And now I would request Ramesh sir to give us the entire whiskey tasting experience. After that, we can have a Q&A.
It's just the branding with the label and something which can be a collectible which people can put up.
Back like this.
Keep those glasses at every table, please.
So the next thing is basically, we are not doing a mock drill or mock call or anything, something which you have to work on together. And we are going to take you through some of the whiskey and the tasting profile. After that, we'll take the notes.
Evening on. A team of two, Arun and myself, who has been involved in discovering those blends. I always say creation has been done by God, because we are just discovering, creation is of the God. So you have something which has been created by God, we have discovered for you guys to succeed on. So that is something, Sapna was asking me how this thought came of blended malt. When we talk about any product now, the products which we are being able to create, this is not a one-day thing. And this is not a one company thing. The years and years of experience, exposures that has come to us, and at the end of the day, one product has come which is here at this platform today, and which happens to be this company, this place, with all of you guys. When we started this, on 33rd year of our company, it started in 1988. We have launched a commemorative officer's choice Scotch whiskey pack, if you guys remember. And that was also, been formulated by we, Indians. So that time the thought process came to us, probably around 3 years before it was being conceptualized in this form. We should have something which is a very, very superlative thing, better than a lot of scotches which are BIS scotches or BIO scotches which are in India, a lot of single malts which are there, equivalent to that. That day that thought process came, and believe me, I have a lab there at Aurangabad, where is the Innovation Center. It is not good to say but the thought came there, and the first permutation combination of various single malts, which Vikram was also talking about, it's a blend of a lot of single malts from various distilleries. That came, and first thing was being created there. But later on, a lot of refinements has happened, a lot more refinement has happened, and when organization, actually came into at front to say, we have to create a blended single malt. And that day, the kind of happiness we had just to see company wants to have that thing, it was a great moment for us. You know, for Arthaus, although a lot of things have been said, but this is an international brand with an Indianness. This is an international brand with Indianness in it. You know why? Because all the ingredients are being procured from Scotland, but are being formulated by an Indian. But formulated by we Indians. It is not a Scottish formula. It is a formula created by we Indians. And there is a team of 2. So I'm just saying there is an Indianness with that. All the selections, as he rightly said, you know, it is when you talk about single malt is 100% malt. Single malt is 100% malt, fermented, distilled and matured only in a single distillery. It is 100% malt, fermented, distilled, matured in a single distillery. There can be different age malts of the same maturation. When it comes to blended malt, we have got a flexibility of having single malts from various distilleries around. So we can actually select inputs based on our requirements and create a lot more complexity compared to a single malt. So that is why when she was talking about the notes at the last, there is something called complexity. Where the complexity comes? जब आप किचन में मसाले से बिरयानी बनाते हो तो that complexity comes from there. और जब वो मसाला से जब सुगंध आती है कितनी दूर जाती है? एक घर में नहीं जाती है. खाना एक घर में खाता है, सुगंध 10 घर दूर तक जाती है. So that same kind of notes are here at Arthaus. As notes will open up, you will see the fragrance going around table to table. And people will get excited by looking at the same note, let me try that. And that will be complemented by the packaging and the designing which has been created. As Vikram was saying, we have 6 designs. And she was saying, there is a painter kind of a thing. Why I can connect this thing with that. When a painter is painting a portrait, a painting, what he does, he keeps thinking, वो 1 मिनट में नहीं बनाता है, वो टाइम लेके बनाता है, वो thought process लेके बनाता है. So how he will drink our Arthaus? He cannot take it in one sip. He can keep it. He can take the first sip, then he will think something, some idea is being frozen, then he will take a second sip. He will keep enjoying our sips along with the creation of the art. So once the art has been created, the pen will also finish. See that, you know how it goes, that he will enjoy both. You know, characteristics are like rhythm. जैसा म्यूजिक में सारे गामा पाधानी सा होता है ना, ब्लेंड में भी जब आप कैरेक्टर देते हो और उसको बैलेंसिंग बनाते हो, इट कैन नॉट बी डन बाय वन थिंग. उसमें सारे सुर एक जैसे बनने चाहिए, तब जाके बैलेंसिंग होती है. जनरली ब्लेंड में हम क्या सोचते हैं, ज्यादा डाला तो ज्यादा अच्छा हो जाए. जनरल थॉट, ज्यादा डाला तो ज्यादा अच्छा हो जाएगा, ऐसा होता नहीं है. उतना ही डालो जितने में 2 इंग्रेडिएंट्स एक दूसरे को कॉम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं, एक दूसरे को पूरक हो सकते हैं. और लास्ट में कैरेक्टर ऐसा नजर आना चाहिए कि वो बैलेंस भी हो, इसको भी अच्छा लगे, उसको भी अच्छा लगे, और आपको बार बार खाने का मन कर सके. तो इसने लास्ट में शी एंडेड विद you know, you want to have it more. That is what has been written. She came there at CQCL. We were phrasing that. So that particular thing came, we want to have it more. और पीने का मन कर रहा है. पीने का means और खाने का मन कर रहा है. Ultimately this is a food item. So one more thing is there as far as and what is a Scotch whiskey? As she was giving a definition about the barley and other grains, why it is. बिकॉज ब्लेंडेड मॉल्ट जॉनी वॉकर आता है या सीवस रीगल आता है, इसमें दो पोर्शन होते हैं, मॉल्ट पोर्शन एंड द ग्रेन पोर्शन. बोथ हैज टू बी मैच्योर्ड मिनिमम फॉर 3 years at Scotland. So malt portion or grain portion of the malt has to be necessarily made from barley. However, grain can be made other than barley, including barley. वो wheat से भी बन सकता है, वो राइस से भी बन सकता है, वो सरगम से भी बन सकता है. इसके लिए उसने वो दो चीज बोला. Now the other differentiating fact is, आप कभी भी स्कॉच लो ना, स्कॉच ब्लेंडेड स्कॉच लेते हो, probably you will have a thirsty feeling because of the grain neutral grain split inside that. But in single malt and in blended malt, being 100% malt, you will never have a thirsty feeling. It is full of water, it is full of malt. आप करके देख लेना, अभी आप पियोगे, आप तब करके देख लेना. आपको हम सारे जगह पर रख दिया क्या? ओके. और वो डाल दिया? नहीं, आइस नहीं. अभी आर्थहाउस डाला क्या उसमें? ओके. एक आइस भी जरा रखवा दीजिए सब तरफ पे. ओके. एक मेरे को भी दे दो. आई कैन सी एंड देन आई कैन ड्रीम. ओके. अभी एक और इसमें चीज आया, स्पेसाइड एंड हाईलैंड्स. यस सर प्लीज.
आपने एक रीजन बताया था, द रीजन फॉर हैविंग ड्राइनेस इन द, उसका रीजन क्या बताया आपने?
ग्रेन.
जीएनएस.
हाँ, इट इज नॉट अ जीएनएस, बट इट इज अ ग्रेन न्यूट्रल स्प्लिट बीइंग मैच्योर्ड इन द ओक कास्ट. बिकॉज जैसे इसमें ब्लेंडेड मॉल्ट होता है, एक कैटेगरी अभी होती है ब्लेंडेड ग्रेन एंड ग्रेन ऑल्सो, तो उसमें ग्रेन का पोर्शन रहता है, 100% मॉल्ट नहीं रहता. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग एक्चुअली, एक इलैबोरेशन ये है कि why Speyside and Highlands are being there and why we say this is a superior thing. You know, total distilleries in Scotland, malt distilleries are around 98. Out of that, 70% distilleries are based on Speyside and at Highlands. And Highland और Speyside जितने भी आप ब्रांड्स देखेंगे, चाहे वो सीवस रीगल हो, चाहे रॉयल सल्यूट हो, चाहे बैलेंटाइन्स हो, वो चाहे जॉनी वॉकर हो, या इवन मंकी शोल्डर हो, या विलियम ग्रांट्स हो, most of the main distilleries of those brands are situated at either Speyside or at Highlands, and the kind of fruitiness, the kind of honeyness, that's are there inside. So if you see now, just try to sniff it. Just try to sniff it. As such, it is at 42.8%. ये 42.8% VYV में है. आप देखो, इसमें you can feel first the woody note coming, the vanilla note coming, a bit of a spicy note coming. If you see that, you can feel the spice coming out here itself. And the spice is because of the maturation, and maturation being done in best of the casks. If you see that, along with the spiciness, there is a bit of a fruitiness coming out. There are some caramel notes. Caramel notes are also because of the maturation. जब बहुत अच्छी तरीके से maturation होता है ना, और ये maturation जिन कास्ट में होता है, इसको अमेरिकन बर्बन ओक कास्ट बोलते हैं. ये जो कास्ट इसमें इस्तेमाल करे जाते हैं, ये दुनिया के सबसे अच्छे कास्कों में से एक कास्ट है हमारे. नहीं तो ये कैरेक्टर आपका आ ही नहीं सकता. और इसके साथ साथ में आपको इसमें फ्रूटी नोट भी आ रहा है, along with the spicy note, fruity note, a bit of a vanilla, a bit of a caramelly note which is coming out. और जो आ रहा है ये बहुत रोबस्ट आ रहा है, ये छुप के नहीं आ रहा है, ये एकदम से ऊपर आपके नोज के ऊपर आ रहा है. आप देखो, ये रुक के नहीं आ रहा है. आपको आ रहा है? किसी को नहीं आ रहा है, फिर मैं बताने की कोशिश करता हूँ। दूसरा, आप एक काम कीजिएगा, किसी भी अच्छे ब्लेंडेड मॉल्ट में लेग्स बोलते हैं, लेग्स। आप इसको जरा ऊपर की साइड करिए, ऊपर की साइड करके हिलाइए, देखिए उसमें से बहुत धीरे 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 करके वो नीचे निकलेगा, बहुत धीरे करके। जितना ये धीरे निकलता है वो उतना सुपीरियर ब्लेंड होता है। अब करके इसको आप इसको स्विल कीजिए ऊपर तक, और उसके बाद छोड़ दीजिए, और ऊपर से जो नीचे आ रहा है जो लिकर, उसको देखिए कितनी देर में नीचे आता है। दिख रहा है? एक लेयर जम रही है। शी टॉक्ड अबाउट विस्कोसिटी, डेंसिटी। कैन यू कनेक्ट द डेंसिटी विद दिस? क्या चीज डेंस होता है? जो चीज पतला होता है वो तुरंत नीचे आ जाता है। जो जरा भारी होता है, जो जरा विस्कस होता है। अब आप अल्कोहल विस्कस कैसे हो गया? ड्यूरिंग मैच्योरेशन a lot of things has happened. वेनिला गया, उसमें कैरामल गया, उसमें स्पाइसी आया, उसमें फ्रूटी आया, उसमें एज हुआ, कुछ एंजल्स और ऊपर चला गया। बाद में जो कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड निकला है वो इतना कॉन्सेंट्रेट हो गया कि उसको नीचे आने का भी एक साथ नहीं आ रहा है, वो धीरे 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 करके आया। तो लॉन्ग लेग है हमारे में, तो जितना लॉन्ग लेग जिसी में रहता है, आप सीवर्स रीगल 41 ईयर ओल्ड देखोगे, 15 ईयर ओल्ड देखोगे ना, उसमें भी ऐसे मिलेगा। आप ब्लेंडेड मॉल्ट करके देख लेना, उसमें इतना नहीं मिलेगा। Are you able to see this? Now, before adding water, what we will do, we will put 2 cubes of ice inside this. Kindly do that. 2 cubes of ice. तो मेरे में भी डालो। और इसको पीने का तरीका ये है कि लाइक राइटली सेड, जैसे मंकी शोल्डर में कॉकटेल्स बनाते हैं, ये स्कॉच मॉल्ट कभी भी कॉकटेल्स के साथ नहीं जाता है। आपको इसके कैरेक्टर इंजॉय करना है, इसको प्लेन वाटर में लीजिए, तब कैरेक्टर आप ज्यादा इंजॉय कैसे कर पाओगे, ये बाकी कैरेक्टर को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करेगा, खुल के आएंगे कैरेक्टर्स। अब आप इसको जरा सी स्विल कीजिए, अब आप देखिएगा दूसरे नोट खुल के आने स्टार्ट होंगे इसमें। आप देखिए, अब आप देखिए जो अभी बाकी नोट्स आने स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं इसमें। आप देखिए आपको कौन से नोट आएंगे इसमें। सी दिस, आई एम टेलिंग यू, अ बिट ऑफ अ लेमनी, अ बिट ऑफ अ हनी, see that, and dry fruits that is now started coming out, you see that along. अब spiciness जरा कम हो गया होगा। why spiciness? because now liberation of other characters has started, क्योंकि जरा dilution हो गया, strength कम होता है। now what is on the rocks? we say ना on the rocks लेना चाहिए बर्फ के साथ, यही बोलते हैं ना। on the rocks का दो प्लस पॉइंट्स है। एक तो बर्फ डालने से ठंडा होता है तो अल्कोहलिक नोट कम हो जाते हैं, सब्डी हो जाते हैं। सेकंड क्या होता है, जैसे जैसे आपका बर्फ घुलता है वैसे वैसे धीरे धीरे डाइल्यूशन इसका बढ़ता है, और डिफरेंट डाइल्यूशन स्टेज में डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर्स लिबरेट आउट होते हैं, और उसके साथ साथ में आपका स्ट्रेंथ डाउन होने से आपका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन लेवल भी ऊपर नीचे होता है। यू गेट द सेंसेशन, यू गेट द फ्लेवर्स कमिंग आउट, सो यू स्टार्ट एंजॉयिंग इट। That is what I said, when the painting is happening, a painter has put ice inside this, he is doing this, the way he is keeping like this, initially he will get more concentration, slowly after some time, after thinking he is coming out, his dilution level will go down, then he will get more characters enjoying, that time different characters will come out। जरा देर में उसने फिर करा, फिर देखा, फिर और कैरेक्टर्स उसमें आ रहे। So that's how at different dilutions, different characters liberates out. So you can enjoy the main character, at the same time you can enjoy the sub characters as well. See this, as it is getting diluted, it is giving you a different feel. So what you can say to me, Vikram, when you have 6 colors, you have different characters coming out to collaborate with the 6 colors. Rather than saying it is different, we can say it is 6 characters which we are talking about, which have there in our blend, and those are the main characters, like fruity, like spicy, like vanilla, like lemony, like honey, like spice. और ये इतने कैरेक्टर होने से क्या होता है, इसमें कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऐसी बढ़ गई है कि उससे आपका बॉडी जनरेट हो गया. अब बॉडी क्या है, आप पैलेट पे लेते हो, एक होता है बहुत थिन, लिया आपने, नोज में पता चल रहा है लेकिन पैलेट पे नहीं आ रहा. आप अब इसमें जरा सी पैलेट पे लेके देखो, अ लिटिल, नॉट मच, टेक अ लिटिल, feel this. Now you are feeling a bit of a heaviness. It is not a light one, it is a full bodied. It is a long finish. आपको हम देंगे, आपको बॉटल देंगे. मैंने I think most people have finished it. You can have some more. You are holding us too long. Yeah, I'm trying. So now what you can do, you can dilute it the same quantity which is put inside. इतना ही पानी आप डाल के देखो, आप देखो कि क्या और लिबरेट आउट होता है. बॉस इधर एक जरा सी और दे दो, जरा पानी, जरा इतना ही पानी डालो जितना इसमें है. Are you feeling? अरे बॉस इधर जरा दो यार, 3 मिनट. Just last. See this now. See the notes which are coming out now. Now these are the final notes of our whiskey, and lemony, a bit of a vanilla, a bit of a honey. Honey is also coming. Spicy also, woody also. And very complex on your palate, and at the same time, once you take the first sip, you are feeling like, let me take a second sip again. And there is a body also coming out. It is not becoming too thin. So when you take it with the food, probably you will be able to enjoy it better. So any questions do you have? I will like to answer if at all. Otherwise, you can ask the questions to Sapna. I can always, come and try to give you answers of this. Yeah. Generally, tandoor. It should be taken only with water or ice, not with any other cocktail.
Can we disclose one malt?
No, I cannot disclose anything.
It would be a unique selling price for us, but at least we can disclose.
We talked about Highland and Speyside. Those are the areas you can connect with. Ask with Sapna, and if required, I can give answer.
I think we'll just meet after 15 minutes for the Zoya briefing. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your... Please shop. No drinks? Okay, so I have been told you're not getting Arthaus now. We'll connect, so we'll meet again in 15 minutes, and the bar will be open after Zoya's presentation. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
almost 10 to 11 months old. And we've had a happy start. We've settled the brand in. Could we do better? Yes, we could do better. But a lot of things have fallen in place. I think now we have some stability in what we want to do. It's been a learning curve also for us. And we couldn't create too much stuff because the launch between Haryana and the rest of the markets have taken us some time for a very weird reason. Even Arthaus possibly is delayed by a few months for a very weird reason. The reason is that we make these brands in only 2 units, Aurangabad and Ambala. And Aurangabad and Ambala both had election code of conduct for 45 days because of Maharashtra and Haryana election. अब किसको जाके समझाओ कि this is the reason for it. But that's the case because files and all were not getting passed for long. So on to Zoya. It's a beautiful brand. I heard a yes from someone. Thank you. It's a very beautiful brand. It's gone into Bombay, Pune, and obviously Gurgaon and Haryana is there. Very, very soon we will be launching. It's also in Goa and Rajasthan. Very soon we'll be launching West Bengal, UP, Chandigarh, Delhi, and a lot of the markets. And there are more plans. I don't want to take up Shantani's thunder from this. So Shantani host, she's been working very hard on this brand. She's going to take it with us.
So some of you already know about Zoya. Team Haryana already knows about it. But for the rest of you, I will take you through what Zoya is all about, what went into the making of it. And every new market for us comes with a fresh set of enthusiasm, fresh set of excitement, which we hope percolates down to all of you as well. So without further ado, I'll move on. Just to give you the so-called boring slides, the 2 segment overview slides. Now, here what you see is a comparison between gins that are made in India and gins that are imported. So overall, the gin category in the spirits industry is about 1%. So it's at a very nascent stage still. And close to 2.1 million cases is what we had in 2023. It has a CAGR of 0.2%. However, last year's growth has been 11%. Now let us look at the size of the gins that are made in India. It has a 47% salience in that with 1.02 million cases. So the Indian gins right now that we have in the market are on the rise. And the growth last year has been 20%. Whereas if you compare it with the imported gins, we have a growth of last year of 5%. And we then see that the Made in India also has these segregations of the value gins and the premium gins. So Zoya is what is considered as a part of the premium gin category. And this category has been growing since nothing. In 2018, this category did not exist. Post that, this has started growing. And currently, last year, we had a growth of 40% in the premium segment, whereas the value segment is about a 15% growth last year. So clearly, we can see that the category that we are in, the premium gin segment, we are in the Made in India gins, it's on the rise. And here, just to give you a comparison of the key brands which are there in the imported gins as well as the Indian gins. The first 2 in each of the category, Bombay, Sapphire and Tanqueray, whereas Bombay Sapphire and greater than in each of the categories, they have about 46% market share in each of the segments. Now, here we have not done a price comparison because we are talking to different collective markets here. Whereas if I have to give you a comparison, in Haryana, about 1,000 to 2,000 range of gins which are there, that sells the most, and that is where exactly we have placed Zoya gin. Now, in terms of the launch plan across markets, these are the 3 pillars that we look into. First is to create the story of what Zoya is all about. So there are 2 aspects to it. One is about the product. you have to kind of bring it forward to the people, what is unique about the product, what it is made of, and how it is different from the others. And the second part is the imagery. What is it that, how do you want your audience to perceive Zoya as? What is the imagery you are creating towards Zoya? So that's the thematic bit of it. Second comes your ATL, where we have created a lot of digital assets, which we will take you through today, visual as well as static assets. We have a microsite for Zoya. I'm hoping all of you are already following it. And we have curated a lot of cocktails for Zoya, specially made for Zoya. Those also feature on our website, and we do a lot of PR activities around our brand. And for BTL, we look at visibility, generating trials, and community collabs. Now, as we go along, we'll tell you what we mean by community collabs. Basically, it is collaborating with the real set of audience, the one who is actually consuming our gin. How do we get into their lives, be more relatable to their consumption habits, and kind of be the most popular name when it comes to drinking gin for them. Now, what is Zoya all about? The word Zoya, even though we think that it is of Indian origin, but it actually has Russian origin. And this word means life, vitality, rejoicing. So basically, we have got the inspiration of our creative call out also from this. That's why we say the call out for Zoya is live, love, rejoice. Zoya means celebrating each and every moment in life, big or small. It is crafted with very high quality juniper. Juniper, as we all know, is the base ingredient of gin, and it's made of very high quality juniper and 12 finest botanicals. And basically, Zoya is such a drink which can be a part of any celebrations. It goes perfectly well, whether it's consumed as a sipping drink, or as a part of cocktails, or the classic gin and tonic, gin and soda, or these days people are trying a combination of gin and soda, which is called gin and sonic. And Zoya is also a very harmonious blend of fruits, herbs, and spices. They all come together in a very balanced way, and that's how we celebrate nature for Zoya. Now, before we presented Zoya to you, obviously we did a blend test to, bring you the best blend that we could achieve. It was tested against the relevant benchmarks in the market, and with 300 consumers across Gurgaon and Mumbai, we tested it. Now the key things which are important, which are taste, aroma, aftertaste, smoothness, and flavor. Zoya turned out to be superior in all of them. And a quick look at who our target audience is, who our consumer is. It's broadly the age group of 21 to 40 is who we look at. They are urban, outgoing, experimental in every kind of consumption in their lives. They're open to trying new brands. Also, earlier we used to think that gin is a drink made for women, but that's not the case anymore. Even though it's slightly skewed towards women, but it is made for both men and women. So if you see, when we take you through our communication that we have done, you will see it's very inclusive. It's not women-centric, but it's targeting actually the perfect audience that you see over here. Now the campaigns of Zoya that we have done, will take you through them. There are some visual assets that we did, like we said, that we segregated it into product as well as thematic. So these are the product visuals that we have, which you will see very contemporary, young audience. And now we'll take you through the video assets that we have done for Zoya. Play the video, please. Yes.
Please consider that white drinks are to be consumed while they...
It is not perceived as that. Zoya definitely is not one of those high energy electric partying kind of drink. That is not the imagery that we are trying to build for sure. But no, it is not in terms of being a day drink, but more to show it's a laid back, enjoying moments of life, like Like I said, if you go through the campaigns, you will understand that. These visuals are a part of that. So it's kind of to give you a sense of, you can celebrate any moment with it. It does not have to be only evening or partying, sort of like that.
Tarun, to answer your question, yes, gin has often been considered as an afternoon day drink. However, in the recent past, it's gone into various timelines. People also drink a lot, gin in the evenings, especially in mixed party setups. What we are seeing uniquely, and I spoke about Arthaus, that we see a lot of women starting to drink single malts and whiskey. On the flip side, you've started seeing a lot of men when in an occasion. I'm not talking about the hard drinking, all male sort of a situation, but a lot of men also have started drinking gin, be it in the afternoon or be it in the evening. Like Shantani just mentioned, gin is not placed as a high energy nightclub drink. That's vodka. That's not gin. Gin is more chill out, more beach, more small groups, more friendly. In terms of small groups, दोस्तों के साथ जब पीते हो आराम से पीते हो. You start a brunch which goes into dusk, or you start something early evening. Yes, the gin profiling is afternoon, early evening sort of a thing, and our communication follows that. However, we also have communication which is evening centered, because we knew that some questions like this will come. So when you see the communication, it's there. Also, Zoya comes from, it's Indian, Sufi, Persian, Russian, Ukrainian sort of a origin, where it means live, love, rejoice. The way we plan the brand is that, it's Indian global. Both Arthaus and Zoya will go global. Okay. The way it is planned also, the name is short. Both Arthaus and Zoya actually, their name is short, easily memorable, easily recalled. And when we take out, if you see the positioning of Zoya, if you see the advertising of, first content advertising of Zoya, it's very, it's 25 to 30 sort of an age group, or 22 to 30 sort of an age group. It's very unisex, it's sexy, young, but at the same time, it's Rajasthan. We shot it in Pushkar. Okay. So, and the music itself is built like that. So there's a structure which is very Indian, but again very international. So, आप देखोगे, once you see the digital assets, I'm sure you follow it. But once it is explained in a certain way, you will be able to understand हम क्या बोल रहे हैं.
made for the global audience. Now, the other section that I'm going to take you through, what we are calling Zoya Tales here, are basically a set of cocktails which we have created specially for Zoya, curated for Zoya. And like we all know, Zoya Tales means stories, telling stories. It's almost about, bringing Zoya stories to you. So all of these cocktails are also available on our website, so I will take you through a couple of them. And we have some of these cocktails available for you tonight to taste as well. Launch campaign, the launch video, the videos that you have seen, that is something that we had started, presenting Zoya to the world with. Now, as we have come along a few months, there are other set of content that we had created for Zoya to kind of build its relevance, credibility in the digital world. So we're going to play some of them. These are also there on our Instagram pages. Again, I hope all of you are following that.
It's 9 in the city, and I'm on my way back home. Humming on my favorite ditty, swinging like Natalie Cole.
Now, here you will also see that we have collaborated with Ami Shroff and Kuldeep, who are very well-known mixologists in the field. We have collaborated with them to create unique cocktails for Zoya and some additional content pieces. You will have to follow the page because we will be posting more and more content with all of them. So can you play the next one, please?
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria.
So enjoy it, whether on your own or with a set of friends, but in a very chilled out, laid back kind of setup. Paytm Insider, this year we associated with them to bring to you the Gin Explorers Club as well as the India Cocktail Week that happened in Gurgaon. So we did that in Jan and Feb this year. And going forward also we will keep doing that in different markets. In terms of PR, we do, obviously we do articles with launching in each market. We build credibility through advertorials. We have associated with LVB and Curly Tails to create content of Zoya, to create buzz and awareness about it. On our Instagram pages, you will see all of those videos which are there. And in terms of activations, as I just mentioned, that we participated in Gin Explorers Club and India Cocktail Week last year. There has been some blogger events that we did, blogger event that we did with Kebab Factory in Gurgaon last year. Very recently, during the launch in Rajasthan, we sponsored a very prestigious culinary event called Food Superstars that happened in Udaipur, and that was sponsored by Zoya. Let me show you and we have created a lot of content out of it as well to kind of, build the credibility. And 2 of them are already there on our pages, which I'll play for you. Now, in terms of community collabs that we were talking about, we have been associating with a lot of house parties, because house parties in our set of audience is a very relevant thing. And what we do is, depending on who is it that we are associating with, which house party is it that we are associating with, we have organized Zoya for them. We have even organized bartenders and our branding, etc. with them. So we get some return out of them. They talk about us and they post about us. So that creates a lot of relevance for us. So this is one of the important things that we have been doing and will continue doing. And in terms of launch elements, just to give you an overview of what all we have. This is a brand detailer. So we have a brand detailer, we have a neck tag with every bottle which has some details about Zoya, as well as a QR code which takes you to the cocktails or the Zoya Tales recipes right to the website. We have the bags, we have this kit that we have created for Zoya, which has the Zoya bottle and glass as a part of it. In terms of visibility elements, we have created signages, shelf-in-shelf elements, gondolas, and these paper cups that you see. This is something that we use across our events, mostly outdoor events that we have organized, and a menu card for Zoya across each event. Now, also, very recently, we have introduced the gift in pack for Zoya, which Amit, can you? So this is a gift in pack for Zoya, which is right now in the market, which has the Zoya bottle and the glass in it. If you see that, it has been done in a very interesting manner, so there's a good shelf throw for it as well, and it is quite well accepted across markets where we have launched. And also going forth, we have more interesting activities on Zoya that will be coming up. We will be introducing flavor variants, 2 very interesting flavors, watermelon and espresso coffee flavors, which are coming your way.
Yeah, so we are writing a special batch gin on Zoya bottles.
Yes.
What does that mean? And can our sales force capitalize these things in market?
So basically, special batch gin is a descriptor of what Zoya is all about. Like you will see some call it London dry gin, some call it craft gin. So it is the way that it's made. That is what.
So they are small batch gins. Okay. So special batch gins, you can call them small batch gins. Okay, because I don't think we take blends of Zoya more than 300 cases, just to keep things in perspective. 300 to 500 cases needed. That's where it is. And I will really urge you all to go on to the Zoya Instagram handle and stuff like that. We've got work with Curly Tails, we've got work with Kamya Jani, who some of you may have seen working with, interviewing Sachin and a lot of the film celebrities and stuff like that. So we work with a lot of people. It's a very active site. And once we launch new markets, we'll do more work. Because just for one market, you can do only that much of fixed cost. But once we have 6 or 7 markets and more sales, obviously the revenue needs to come for us to spend the money. So that hopefully will be sorted in the next 15 to 20 days.
Also, we.
Ma'am, in Horeca, menu listing point of view, what is the proper name? Zoya Gin or Zoya Premium Gin?
Zoya Special Batch Gin.
In menu listing.
Yeah, Zoya Special.
Zoya Special Batch. No brackets. No brackets. Zoya Special Batch. If you have the space, otherwise you can write Zoya Gin. Because of the price, you know where it will be there. So right now it is 12 to 1300 rupees in Haryana. In Bombay and Pune, it is 2,200 rupees MRP, and it sells only on MRP. And what Shantini may have forgotten, though she knows it very well, is the new entrance to the food. But she mentioned about the flavors. Those look beautiful. The work is ready. We are now dependent on 2 gentlemen to give us the product, Zoya Espresso Coffee Gin and Zoya Watermelon Gin. The 2 gentlemen are both in the room, Mr. Ramesh Kuranga and Mr. Rajiv Kumar. Once they are happy with us, hopefully one fine day we'll get it. Okay, and it should be in the next 10 to 15 days, I would think, for the first market of launch, which is Haryana, unless Maharashtra beats you to it.
Now we see botanicals, which are also listed at the back of the pack of Zoya. I would request Ramesh to speak a few words about the ingredients of Zoya. Thank you.
It is made from grain neutral spirit, and the grain neutral spirit which we use here is triple distilled. The grain neutral spirit which we use here is triple distilled, and that is the purest form and the best quality form of grain neutral spirit. So the quality speaks from there. And then we have around 13 botanicals inside that, 12 other than juniper berries. Generally, gin will necessarily has juniper berries, but the origin of juniper berries matters a lot. The origin for our juniper berries is Europe. A lot of ingredients in this are from Europe. Some are even from America. Some are from Sri Lanka, which is considered, and some are from Madagascar as well. The juniper berry which is being produced here comes from the Middle Europe, where the juniper berry cultivation happens the best. Apart from juniper berry, we have cardamom, caraway, coriander, orange, vanilla, a lot of things. But the special thing about this gin is a very Indian, that is called mango ginger. The specialty about this gin, other than all very, very international oriented, quality oriented ingredients, is मैंगो जिंजर. मैंगो जिंजर क्या होता है, उसको आम अदरक भी बोलते हैं, हिंदी में उसको आम अदरक बोलते हैं. और ये अदरक का ही एक वो होता है, लेकिन एक उसमें मैंगो का कैरेक्टर आता है. इट इज नॉट मैंगो, इट इज मैंगो जिंजर, और उसका जो कैरेक्टर इसमें इन्फ्यूज करा गया है, दैट गिव्स इट अ ट्विस्ट एंड दैट गिव्स इट अ कैरेक्टर. और जो इसमें सबसे ज्यादा चैलेंजिंग काम ये था कि so many ingredients are there, but how will you balance it? Because every flavor has got different concentration, different profile, different intensity, but how to use it, how to make sure everything gets balanced in a proper way and gives a character which is very, very smooth, very refreshing, very a bit of a herbal, but at the same time very unique. That is here. So when you take it, you will find the smoothness, you will find it the character, you will feel the body of all the ingredients being put inside that. Being a grain neutral base, which is triple distilled, you can have a lot of cocktails which Shantini has talked about in the best of the way. You can choose your ones. And since the grain neutral spirit is of triple distilled, the smoothness which you will feel while taking it inside will be like, you will not feel any kind of a irritation or any kind of even herbal things. You will enjoy, you will, like it has been said, live life and rejoice. That is what has been said, and you will feel that when you are taking it. Please take it first with water so that you are able to find out all the characters. Once you know the character, then you can go for a cocktail and enjoy your life. So that is how the gin is followed. And it is so very pleasing for me to see, at least in Haryana, the positive vibes which are coming. I was at Ambala that day, and the people was praising that. Some of the women were praising that. We are liking that in our parties, and that is a very pleasing part. Thank you so much to all of you for working hard towards the brand which has been created by all of us. Thank you very much.
I will request a few people to say a few words. दो बार few हो गया. Yeah. Sandeep, Dinesh, Pawan, if you can just say a few words on what we are trying to attempt tonight, both for our house and so on. Who goes first? Sorry, without warning, but that is the best way, spontaneous control.
Shift in the journey or thought process of PBD. We were selling only Officer Choice Blue. A couple of years back, the first new brand came in, that was premium brand Sterling B7. Now we have taken further step by launching Iconic, and we are here with two of these brands. It's completely different ball game we are in now. All the time we were discussing how to get more and more volume. But this time it is not the volume. It's basically like selling a quality product with quality, not the quantity. Yes, quantity matters a lot. We have to build up the volume, but everything should be in a different way. As Vikram said, that Arthaus is relating or referring to the different kind of arts. So we can think about doing events which are like, as he said, photography, different type of hobbies we have seen people in different areas. We can associate this brand with someone who is a very good painter and a known personality in the city. You can bring him in along with our brand. So only thing is, we have to be very careful when we discuss, we talk about this brand in the marketplace. You can't say, okay, give me 50 cases, give me 100 cases, you will fulfill it. No. Create a difference. Yes, we can sell 150,000, 200,000 cases of OC whiskey in our calendar month. We can sell 100,000 cases of Iconic. On the other hand, we have to sell good quantity of these two brands with a completely different mindset. So it is very difficult to expect two different mindset from one same sales guy. But you have seen the team who is sitting here, marketing team and the manufacturing team, they have given us these two different kind of products. They are also one brain. They have one brain. So we have to create now this thing that the team can sell OC whiskey. On the other hand, they can sell Arthaus and Zoya. This is why.
3 or 4 RTOs changing in within 2 years. All private, hybrid, all Sarkari. So the challenges you're going to face right now, and then how you're going to overcome, because every challenge is going to bring me opportunity. So the challenge is now we have all government job, corporation, visibility and creating push for this would be a challenge for me, and my team is actually, we already started working on the Arthaus challenges, we already started working on the Zoya challenges. तो सब मजा आने वाला। और हरियाणा टीम ने एक बड़ा अच्छा हमारे लिए एग्जाम्पल सेट किया, एंड द वे दे आर वर्किंग राइट नाउ, kudos to हरियाणा टीम। So the visibility photographs which we see actually opening our eyes and giving us ideas for how to go ahead within the controlled environment. So this is a challenge for us, and we are accepting this challenge with you there, with Amit there. So the challenge is good, huge, but I think we are bigger than the challenge. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. How's the Josh? क्या बात, आवाज ही कम है? आवाज कम कैसे आ रही भाई? जैन साहब, आपकी आवाज तो वैसे बहुत कम रहती, जब देखोगे तो बजट ही So, see, this is a different ball game totally. You have to change your set of minds from OC Blue to Arthaus. ऑलरेडी आपको प्रीमियराइजेशन का गुड़गांव में, फरीदाबाद में, अक्रॉस हरियाणा जो फील मिल रहा है, उसमें आपको कैसे अपने बिट्स उस जूते में पैर कैसे घुसाने हैं ये सोचना। आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि 40 सेक्टर की दुकान पे या गोल्फ कोर्स की दुकान पे मैं प्रमोटर नहीं खड़ा करूँगा। सो यू हैव नाउ थिंक विद Arthaus. Arthaus इज बिल्कुल एक डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ ब्लेंड है जो अभी टेस्ट किया है, एक डिफरेंट, इसके लिए थॉट प्रोसेस करना पड़ेगा ऑन टर्म्स ऑफ विजिबिलिटी एंड ट्रैवल। अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत है। ये डिफरेंट मूवी है जो मैंने पहले भी कहा था, जो ऑस्कर के लिए जाएगी, और डिफरेंट मूवी जो ऑस्कर के लिए जाती है, जब आपको पता हो आइकॉनिक को आप लोगों ने जिस तरीके से ऊपर लेके गए हैं हरियाणा में, तो ये सेकंड माइलस्टोन Arthaus होगा। That's all. Thank you.
I think we have a wonderful presentation. अभी भी आप क्रिएटिव्स देखो, Arthaus, Zoya, मतलब एक अलग सा आई थिंक फील आता है, महसूस आता है कि कुछ क्रिएटिव है, कुछ नया है, कुछ हटके है। और आई थिंक इस ट्रेड में स्पेशली, और लेकिन देखो आपको पता है कि टीवी ऐड वगैरह होता नहीं है। मैं हमेशा एक ही चीज़ बोलता हूँ कि जो भी आदमी फील्ड में है या जो भी दुकान है, वो एक हमारा सेल्स और मार्केटिंग पॉइंट बनता है। क्योंकि आपको पता है कि एक दुकान में अगर मैं उस पर जाऊँ कि 1 लाख पॉपुलेशन पे कितनी दुकानें, किसी भी लॉजिक से जाऊँ, तो वो दुकान पे मतलब एक तो दुकान फिक्स है, उस पर कस्टमर फिक्स है, तो वो आपका सेल्स भी बनता है, मार्केटिंग पॉइंट भी बनता है। आपके CSM से रिलेशन, कैसा कंज्यूमर आ रहा है, कैसा आ रहा है, आप किस तरह से इसको बेचते हैं, उसको समझाते हैं, वो इस ब्रांड में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करेगा। जैसे शायद आइकॉनिक में उतना ना प्ले किया हो, क्योंकि वो कहीं ना कहीं प्राइस का फैक्टर आ जाता है, पैकेजिंग का आ जाता है, बट इस ब्रांड की जो स्टोरी है, क्योंकि मैंने एक चीज़ देखी है कि जो भी हाई एंड ब्रांड्स होते हैं, जॉनी वॉकर है, कुछ है, एक स्टोरी होती है कि एक वॉकिंग मैन है, 100 साल का ब्रांड है, इस लैंड से आ रहा है, इस मिट्टी से है, तो इसकी स्टोरी को समझिए। जितना इसकी स्टोरी को समझोगे, आगे समझाओगे, उतना इसका कंज्यूमर बनेगा। तो इसको नॉर्मल मत बेचना, इसको एक कहानी की तरह बेचना कि इसकी स्टोरी क्या है। एक आर्ट है, एक आर्टिस्ट है, क्या बन रहा है, कैसे बन रहा है, जब तक वो अंदर से एक नहीं लाओगे तब तक ये नहीं बनेगा। और आप लोगों का रोल बहुत क्रिटिकल है, क्योंकि सेल्स और मार्केटिंग दोनों आपके थ्रू होगा इसमें। स्पेशली ऑन ट्रेड, आई थिंक दिस विल प्ले अ वेरी वेरी क्रिटिकल रोल, क्योंकि ऑन ट्रेड इज द प्लेस जहाँ से ब्रांड बनता है, विच विल हेल्प ऑफ ट्रेड ऑल्सो। तो वेरी वेरी क्रिटिकल रोल, आउटलेट सिलेक्शन, मेन्यू लिस्टिंग, बैक पार्ट, जो बेसिक्स हैं ऑन ट्रेड के, बहुत बहुत क्रिटिकल है। ठीक है, तो आई थिंक आप सबको समझ आ गया। आई थिंक जो बाटे जी ने भी बोला कि माइंडसेट हैज़ टू चेंज, थोड़ा स्टोरी, थोड़ा इसको समझना, जो समझाया है उसको समझना, ताकि जब CSM को बोलोगे, कस्टमर्स को मिलते हो, मैरिजेस आएंगी, पार्टीज में आएगा, बैंक्वेट में, तो आपको रिलेवेंट पार्टी लग रही है, वहाँ पे बॉटल लगी, तो वो स्टोरी बताना बहुत ज़रूरी है। ठीक है, तो यही कहना था मेरे को। एंड आई थिंक ऑल्सो वांटेड टू थैंक स्पेशली अमित जैन, सुरेंद्र फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग एवरीथिंग, डेफिनेटली सपोर्टेड बाय भूपेंद्र एंड देशप्रीत, मैं तो नाम भूल गया, ही गॉट अ वेरी गुड वेन्यू, सो थैंक्स अ लॉट।
For a lovely session, 4:30 से 7:30 ऑलमोस्ट। आज इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया क्रिकेट में आपने शायद आइकॉनिक और स्टर्लिंग रिजर्व का साइड स्क्रीन देखे होंगे। इट विल बी देयर टिल फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ जनवरी, मस्त सीरीज होगा। करंट रन रेट में आइकॉनिक 4.7 मिलियन होने वाला है इस साल। तो वाह बोलेंगे कि भैया और 3 लाख पेटी आ जाए आगे 4 महीने। ठीक है, मैं नेशनल बात कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है, सो इट इज़ इम्पोर्टेंट, दैट वी डू 5 मिलियन 9 लीटर पीसेस, तो उसके ऊपर और 1 लीटर 9 लीटर। ठीक है, सो दैट इज द अदर साइड ऑफ द बिजनेस। दिस इज अ फैबुलस न्यू साइड ऑफ द बिजनेस। आपका सबका सपोर्ट चाहिए इसमें, क्योंकि इट्स अ टीम विच वर्क्स टुगेदर, आइडियाज कैन कम फ्रॉम टुगेदर। Abhay, we are dependent very strongly on you for Chandigarh, and bas, all the best. The bar is open.
Amit said to say, for this occasion, a small couplet from a poet known as Faiz Ahmed Faiz. He was basically from a unified India, born 1911, died 1984-85. He said, "Baame Meena se mehtab utre." Baame Meena means the sky with the stars. He said, "Mahtab utre." Mahtab means chand. "Baame Meena se mahtab utre, daste saki se aftab aaye." Daste saki means जो सर्व करते हैं लिकर लेडीज, दस्ते साकी, उसके हाथ से आफताब आए, मतलब सूरज आए, इतनी राइट चीज आए। हर रगे खूह में चरागा हूँ, मीन्स हर गली में चरागा हूँ, दीप जले, लाइटें जले, फिर वो आए तो बेनकाब
without explaining पूरा
बामे मीना से महताब आए, बामे मीना से महताब आए, दस्ते साकी से आफताब आए। तूने हर रगे खूह में चरागा हूँ, हर रगे खूह में चरागा हूँ, फिर वो आए तो बेनकाब।